But we begin tonight with the city of Detroit suing a developer after they say the company let several commercial buildings fall into disrepair. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 Action News at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. The lawsuit against South End Development Group references an old civic theater on Kelly Road, a church on Grand River, and 2 buildings in Corktown. 7
Action News reporter Whitney Burney spoke to the city about the reasons they're going after developers.
The city of Detroit is working to hold developers accountable, bringing about lawsuits for buildings that they say are in disrepair.
These buildings are on what we call the M100 list. These are buildings that we believe, based on the lack of structural integrity, need to be demolished.
The latest lawsuits against South End Development Group reference a church on Grand River, a theater on Kelly, and a former hospital on 20th Street. Developers are also facing litigation for this building here on Wabash in Corktown. You can see portions of the side of the building are gone, and there appears to be some work happening here today.
I have been here 24 years. I raised my kids here, brought my daughter home from the hospital here, so they were raised in this environment.
Kathy Schneider lives across from the 20th Street building and says it's been a safety concern for many years.
It looks like it's coming apart. I think people are taking metal off. I'm not exactly sure, but I really hope to see something be developed from that, because that's a good chunk of land.
The city says they believe developers are holding the properties to sell at a premium, but in the meantime are failing to maintain the buildings.
These buildings are on main thoroughfares, as you saw. These buildings affect not just the quality of life of the entire neighborhood, but also the economic value of all the surrounding properties.
Corporation Counsel Conrad Mallett says the recent lawsuits are only the tip of the iceberg. At least 17 more are in progress against various developers, and residential blight is also next in line.
What we want by bringing these lawsuits is for the owner to accept responsibility, demolish the building, and bring that building, and then have that vacant space then properly maintained until some more productive use of that land can be made.
We reached out to South End Development for comment, but did not hear back. Neighbors say they're hoping to see progress at the end of this.
I think the city's vibrant. I think it's alive. There's so many great potential developments happening, and I have my fingers crossed for all of them.
In Detroit, Whitney Burney, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Whitney.